Hey there, everybody. This is Brett Cassina, co-host of Comic Timing, back at you with another Comic Timing special, summer movie edition. This time, it's Wanted. As usual, it's just me and Ian for this episode, so let's get right to the regular host you're used to. Ian, how you doing?
Wanted, dead or alive. I figured I'd get the singing out of the way now.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, Brent. Feels like I just talked to you.
It really does. I mean, it feels like we just finished this, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Like minutes ago, really. The latest version of Skype seems to really like muting my microphone. And, that's why the last one didn't get recorded. This one is getting recorded, however, so you get to hear our dulcet tones talk about Wanted. How about that?
So this will be another last episode.
Yes, but at least it's immediately found.
Thank goodness.
Yes. And in celebration of the fact that this episode is found, how about I tell them what the sponsors are?
All right, tell them no way.
All right. Well, it's sponsored by Heroes Corner at heroescorner.com. They've got a $17.76 special going this month where for every $17.76 spent on the site, you get yourself a free comic. So for $17.76 spent, that's one. $35.52 is two. $53.28 is three free comics. You get the idea, I think. And another summer special is if you buy two graphic novels, trade paperback or hardcover, and the latest monthly title, all of the same series, you'll receive a free monthly title. So in other words, if you buy, say, like Batman Hush, along with perhaps Batman Red Hood, and you buy Batman, well, then you're good to go on a free issue of Batman, and all is well with the world. And along with these specials this month, if you enter the promo code Brooklyn, that's BROOKLYN, you'll get 5% off on your order, and 5%, that's only for first-time users, by the way. So if you're a first-time user of Heroes Corner, enter the promo code Brooklyn for July, and you'll get 5% off. And Comic Timing special discounts of the month, Avengers The Initiative number 17, an additional 10% off, so it's $1.79. Blue Beetle number 31, $1.79 as well. And Back to Brooklyn number 1 is only 75 cents. Make sure to put Comic Timing special discounts in the notes, and you are good to go. So thank you kindly to heroescorner.com for the sponsorship. And thank you guys for listening to me talk.
All right, let's get down to business. Or, wait, that was business. Let's get down to the hopefully fun the second time around stuff.
Yeah, hopefully. Although, maybe, kind of, sort of. But hey, like I said, I'm hyper and awake for some reason, so I guess I'll be the guy carrying most of the conversation here as Brent drifts off the dreamy land.
Hopefully not.
I hope so,
We'll
too.
see.
I hope so, too. It's just that,
It'll be an adventure.
It'll be an adventure. Like Wanted.
My parents are dead.
So, how about Wanted?
All right. So, Ian, have you read the comic book, first and foremost?
I have indeed read the comic book. I read it a while ago. I read it as it was coming out, so I was one of those lucky people that got to wait a year and a half in between the last issue and the second to last issue. But, hey, it was still fun to read, like a Mark Millar comic usually is, even though most of them are late.
Well, Wolverine, okay, he's had one comic out.
Yeah, the first issue of Wolverine was perfectly on time, and the rest haven't come out yet. All right. But anyway, that's a tangent. Wanted was a fun comic book. It took a while to come out, but at least it was fun when it came out. And the J.G. Jones art was splendiferous.
You're right. JG does own.
Yes, he does. J.G. owns.
JG owns. Right.
What? Would you rather be J.G. Pones?
No, I hate that.
Good.
Owns.
J.G. Jones with a J was a really, really good artist, and he drew Eminem as the main character and Halle Berry and Tommy Lee Jones in the mix, so you can't go wrong.
Right. So we should probably issue our spoiler warning here. We're going to go in-depth, or at least spoil, the movie and the comic, since we're going to be comparing and contrasting both of them.
Are we going to be going into plot line, story twists, and whatnot?
Yes, actually we will. So if you haven't read it, you might just want to skip ahead to the next segment. Oh, wait, we don't do that here.
Holy caffeine!
Just skip ahead to the next podcast on your iPod.
Yeah, that'll work. Which hopefully is another episode of Comic Timing.
Hopefully. The the Brand New Day episode you haven't listened to yet because it's too fucking long.
So, How about that Wanted?
I don't know. I didn't want my money back, but I didn't want to go and see it again.
Okay, so I guess that's saying something. So what, it was like middle of the road for you?
Yeah, it was a middle road, about a C, you know. I don't know whether it was because the film was just lackluster. Some of it, it didn't blow me away like Iron Man did. I'll definitely put Hulk above this movie for the summer. Mm-hmm. I know Dark Knight's going to blow this fucking shit out of the water.
Oh,
this was better than Hancock. I'll tell you that much. So
okay.
If you want to go see Wanted or Hancock, go see Wanted.
I've seen turds in my toilet bowl that are better than Hancock. Right?
Do they have bleach in them?
Yes,
Mix them
they
with
do.
Bleach?
Okay, when you talk about production hell, and this is tangent number one because, we said before we were going to record, this will be less tangent-free. What the hell are we talking about? We're comic timing. So going on a slight tangent here about Hancock. It started out as a script in 1996. It was about a drunk superhero named Hancock. Lots of stuff happened.
I say hand, you say cock.
Hancock.
Hancock. Oh.
But a lot of the stuff that happened in the movie in the end were not in that initial script. About 2% of it remained in the final version, and that's why I didn't go see Hancock, because I found out about that, and then I found out about the other stuff about him being some sort of Greek god, and I was like, okay, I don't need to know anymore. That's why I didn't
He's not really a Greek god. They just don't specify.
No, so he's just a blank god?
He's just an immortal.
Oh, all right, but that still sucks. But anyway... Wanted, you said it was middle of the road. I liked it. I mean, it was definitely a nice action movie to go to. I liked the special effects and the acting better than I liked the script itself, but I'll get more into that later on. I felt the cast did a wonderful job, and James McAvoy did a good job of actually sounding American as well, because he's Scottish, and only maybe 1 or 2 points where I could definitely tell that he had a Scottish accent going, but... Morgan Freeman was in it, so immediately I'm going to like the movie. I've never seen a bad Morgan Freeman movie, and no, I haven't seen any of his Jack Nicholson stuff, so I can't say. And
you preempted my strike there, you bastard. Sounds like you knew it was coming.
It's because I did. and the special effects in this make the movie, because the director of this also directed Night Watch and Day Watch, and you've heard me praise Night Watch and Day Watch before, both of which are just superb movies, and we're going to see a lot more out of Timur Bekmambetov in the future. I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry. It's just Bekmambetov, I think, or something. Timur Bekmambetov.
Timur Bekmambetov.
In Soviet Russia, movie watches you. Haha. Yeah, that went over a lot better the first time I said it. But but yeah, what did you think of the director?
I thought it was pretty good. I'm interested in actually watching Day Watch and Night Watch now, like you told me to a long time ago.
Yes. You should actually watch Day Watch and Night Watch, which, amusingly enough, Night Watch and Day Watch are actually only equal the first book, which is Night Watch. So I have no idea how the hell they're going to do the third movie, because they basically turned the first book into 2 movies and named the second movie the second book.
Well, then maybe they'll have 6 movies.
Maybe.
Maybe they'll have Morning Watch and Evening Watch. Evening Watch.
Twilight Watch. Yes.
Twilight Watch.
4 o'clock in the afternoon watch.
New Moon Watch. Noon Watch.
Noon Watch is a movie I would go to see, man. And,
actually, this is kind of funny because this joke was not in the first one.
I know. We're gonna try and stop referencing the first time too, because the rest of you are gonna be like, "Come on, man, jeez."
I didn't listen to that one. I don't want to hear this.
Yeah, but no,
Too bad.
I definitely went to see this movie on the fact that James McAvoy, Morgan Freeman, and Angelina Jolie were in it, and that the director was someone I knew, not because it was a Wanted movie, because I wasn't expecting that much out of it, because it wasn't going to follow the comic that much, which was a very different story.
I wanted to go see this movie because of the comic. I knew it was going to be different because I'd seen the previews, so I was a little disappointed there, but I still went and saw it anyway. books, and I thought it was okay.
Well, I mean, was it? Do you think it's better than a movie based on the actual comic book fully would have been?
I do think that in my personal opinion, they could have pulled it off because with me, we're always talking about how when you're doing comic book movies, you need to capture the spirit of the book and all this and all that. But to me, if you're just gonna do one story arc and and pull it from that, and you're gonna or you're going to do a miniseries like Sin City or something like that, or even Wanted, then why not just do the fucking book?
Yeah.
I think, some people have said that, because of lawsuits and stuff, and because the comic book is so full of character analogs of DC supervillains mainly, that they might have been trying to avoid lawsuits or something like that by just changing it from supervillains to assassins with no, analogs to anything. Mm-hmm. But I do think had you cut a couple of things like the radiated condom and the Superman references in it and maybe some of the smaller supervillains that are not the main characters, you could have pulled it off. Because all of the main supervillains in this book do not really, you look at them and you read them, you don't actually think of, or at least I didn't, you don't actually think of a DC supervillain. Like the Sucker, he is a supervillain. And he's kind of like the Parasite. He sucks people's powers up. Okay, I got that.
Yeah.
But Mr. Rictus is just this skull-looking dude who I guess could be Black Mask or Red Skull, but he's not a Nazi. And he's just psychopathic. And he looks ugly. So you could have had like a burn victim be Mr. Rictus and do it that way. Because they never really say what he is. There's another guy who's in the supervillain Cabal. He's a black guy from like Nigeria or whatever wearing leopard skin print. They could have gotten Forrest Whitaker to do that from Last King of Scotland, and they would have had like a little reunion. It would have been cool.
That would have been fun, yeah. His name was Adam One, by the way.
Okay, thank you. He's kind of immortal. I don't know if he's Vandal Savage or Ra's al Ghul. They did have a Fu Manchu guy who could have just been a Fu Manchu reference. I don't know. He wasn't really explored. So I do think they could have pulled it off. I really do.
Do you think they would have named him Chu Man Fu?
I don't know.
That would have been fun.
I don't want to answer that.
You don't want to answer that because you know the answer would be yes.
I don't want to answer that because it's stupid.
Oh, please. Come now. But, well, and I know that I've mentioned it to you before that, and not even just on the episode that didn't exist, that it probably was because of the lawsuits, but also because apparently this was only based on Mark Millar's basic outline for the books. Like, this got picked up before the book was even made or something.
Yeah, how long did this book come out? Come on. How long ago did this come out? For real?
All right, I'll give you that. But I do remember that as of like the first issue that came out, Comic Book Resources was reporting on their movie thing that they do, that FilmWire, I think it is, that a Wanted flick had been picked up. So it's kind of the talks could have very well started as early as that, or possibly even before that, because they got to go through the whole process of actually okaying things before they can actually release any information. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Who knows?
But also going along the lines of what you said, though, I'm actually kind of okay with it being not that much like the comic book, because I'd rather it just have the spirit of the comic and go along those lines and have to worry about, okay, we got to take this out, we got to take that out, got to take that out. Because by then, how much of the story do you actually have left? Yeah,
and we probably would have been like, oh, why didn't they have fuckwit or shithead? What's the deal, man?
It's not even probably, man. Come on, people are still bitching about that now, even though it had nothing to do with superheroes. You can never please everybody.
I guess not. But I will say for this, that the story that they went along with the assassins and stuff, it did work. It was workable. They came up with something original. It was, a nice veer from what the comic is, I guess. Mm-hmm. Except for some silly little parts like the loom, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, God, the loom. I would have rather it been Shirley the Loon from Tiny Toons.
Or like some seer, looking into a pot of tea leaves, Or one of them, the thing from Pirates of the Caribbean where you throw out some old bones and beans and that says Ian Levinstein.
Levinstein?
Jan Levinstein.
No! Ian Levinstein, for the love of God.
Yeah, but you don't want them to say your right name if they're pulling out your name to be killed. You'd be like, yeah, Levinstein, 2 houses down.
You know what would have been great, though? If it would have been like Plinko chips. That, like they fall on the right one and like, oh, okay, that fell on one. That's an A. It's an A, ladies and gentlemen.
No, 0101 had a robot that typed it out, like in Wall-E. That was his keyboard. 0101. That was hilarious. Did anybody else notice that? Just me? Just me?
No, I did.
Thought so.
I did notice that.
Well, I was the only one in my theater who laughed aloud at it, so I must be a geek.
I guess everybody at my showing for Wall-E were geeks and nerds. Just like the Apple startup sound.
I was wondering what that was from.
Yeah, that was great. That was fun.
I knew that was from something, but...
Yeah. But I think that enough of the movie was like the original comic book to please me. I mean, there obviously were some major changes in there. I mean, assassins from supervillains is going to be big, but they're still evil. And I mean, they're still trying to kill you. So isn't that good enough?
I guess, but it's called Wanted. It's not called Assassin. So when you call it Wanted, I get this picture in my head of certain things.
You're calling it Wanted
because
it's a better name than Assassin.
True. And it's definitely a better name than the trailer that's attached to this movie, Death Race.
Death Race. But Death Race is actually I believe a remake of a previous Death Race movie. So it's not their fault it's called Death Race.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they could have changed it to like Death Adventure. or how about this? Kill Car.
Kill Bill.
Yeah. So was Wesley enough like the comic book Wesley for you?
I thought so, and I thought that had to do with James McAvoy's performance. He just thought that he was just so awesome. No, I just thought McAvoy was really good. He doesn't look like the normal comic book nerd, but he definitely acted like one, or not a comic book nerd, but like a loser. You know, at the beginning in the office scene, he was having his panic attack, and that was really well acted, and you just felt like, wow, this guy's a loser. And then in the car, when Angelina Jolie kidnapped him, he was just, oh my god, please, stop the car, what are you doing? You're climbing out the window, oh no. Just a really good scene, and I thought that made the character. He felt like a loser at the beginning, and by the end, he was a badass, and that's exactly what happened in the book.
You should be an actor, Brent, because I think that was exactly the way that James McAvoy sounded in the movie itself. You know, oh my god! Well,
at least I'm not singing.
Yes, I know. Well, we got that out of the way, so we don't have to do that anymore. But plus too, I mean, they sort of kept his superpower. I mean, even though there aren't real superpowers in the film. I mean, he was able to shoot anything in the comic, and here he is in the film where he has that ability to slow his heartbeat, and he's able to shoot anything. So, I mean, he is the same character almost entirely.
I didn't take it as it slowing his heartbeat, just that he focused his concentration, and that the slowed heartbeat was like the bullet time effect, I guess, for me anyway.
Because didn't Morgan Freeman's character Sloan actually mention that he's like one of like 8 million people that has this ability or something?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess that does mean something, that he is at least different than other people.
Yeah, he did mention and stress that he's different or special.
Right, and plus, I mean, like the first 45 minutes of the film were almost exactly from the comic.
That was nice to see. That's like the first 2 issues of the comic book. That was nice, really nice to see.
Right.
I thought.
And I mean, most of the reviews do actually mention that. Like, yeah, it was really, relying on the comic for the first 45 minutes. And then the Loom of Fate shows up, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, the Loom of Fate, the most contrived piece of movie-making plot device things ever.
The next ball up is Zero.
Is there a better word for that? Contrived movie-making plot devices.
Lady!
MacGuffin. Yeah,
MacGuffin.
Right.
There you go.
Crystal Skull. There you go. Oh, God.
Skull. All right, I didn't hate the indie movie. I just thought it was kind of silly. But
I love the new phrase. You definitely nuked the fridge, man.
Nuked the fridge
instead of jumping the shark.
Jumping the shark. Yeah. Well,
nuked the fridge.
Well, plus, I kind of like Manos: The Hands of Fate better than I like the Loom of Fate, which says something. And one of the worst movies ever made, Manos: The Hands of Fate, is more menacing and threatening than a Loom of Fate. It's like you're reading the threads and like, oh, okay, that's a raised one, so that's a 0. Oh, that one's inside, so that's a 1. I mean, seriously, you could have gone anywhere with this, and you go with like sentient fabric.
It's not even like they told us how the fabric got sentient. It's just like, this loom is fucked up. It makes mistakes. So we're going to take that for names.
I'm gonna go with aliens.
What if it was people that they were supposed to save? Or shave their head and they have a good hairdo now? Or something, you know?
Fuck.
What if it was the loom of haircuts, not the loom of fate?
Loom of haircuts. Yeah, it's like
You'd have a totally different movie. They'd be the barbers.
well, if it was loom
Obviously.
If it was loom of haircuts, I would have known the minute that my dad's name came up.
They're Luma Barbers, and they League of Barbers.
League
And
of Extraordinary Barbers.
instead of curving bullets, they curve the cordless shavers.
Oh,
Just
geez.
throw it at them.
But
And it curves back around, and they aim it again, and then
I mean, the Loom of Fate did the job. It was just one of those movie things that's thrown in there that just could have been done so many different ways. I mean, there could have just been some like psychic dude who just knew. And that, I mean, I know this is a bit contrived because it's been done so many times in movies, but that's certainly better than String telling you what to do.
Or even them doing some surveillance and just deciding for themselves would have been a better thing. Like, you know, years ago, this society took it upon themselves to police the world. We're doing the same thing now. Would have given it a lot more, I don't know what the word is, but a lot more weight to it than the loom of fate decides who we kill.
Well, plus the whole thing about curving bullets. Now, I found that kind of fun. And, I mean, before I saw this movie, I honestly didn't know that bullets couldn't curve, you know, because no one had ever told me before. But now that somebody told me, I honestly can never curve bullets because that's the way it goes, according to the movie. And I quote, "What would you do if no one told you bullets go straight?" And, of course, Chris, my girlfriend, whispers to me, "I didn't know until now. Thanks, Morgan Freeman."
Kill this motherfucker.
Oh, yes. And that needs to be mentioned, okay? Morgan Freeman has been waiting his entire movie career to say the line, "Shoot that motherfucker."
That was worth it alone, I guess.
That's worth the price of admission, man. For Morgan Freeman to say the word motherfucker. It's beautiful. Now, of course, when I go to see Dark Knight, I'm going to turn to Wrath halfway through the movie. And I'm just going to go the first time that, you know, that Morgan Freeman comes on the screen as Lucas Fox. I'm just going to turn to Raph and I'm going to go, "Shoot that motherfucker."
And then he's going to turn to you and go, "My parents are dead."
"Swear to me." Yeah. It'll go back and forth like that.
Hey, you guys enjoy that. I'm glad I'm down here.
Yeah, you have fun with that. Well, although before you know it, Sean's going to come on his boat and he's going to kill you.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean Comics.
Oh, on his airboat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to come on his airboat to kill you.
Too bad we don't have rivers down to Orlando.
Aw,
Good luck with that.
that's a shame. Well, it's okay. It can ride on land pretty easily. But what'd you think of the cast?
I thought it was pretty good. I knew they were not going to get Eminem and Halle Berry to do it, so I was pretty pleased with who they got. You know, Halle Berry is not going to recover from Catwoman ever, and Eminem just hasn't done anything since 8 Mile came out.
And
He's like dropped off the face of the earth.
he chose that, by the way. I mean, he for some reason never wants to do another dramatic movie again. He's only going to do comedies, and I say screw you because he's a great actor and really is a lot better than people give him credit for. So, I mean, I think he would have done a good job in this role, but James McAvoy obviously sold it.
He's just waiting for that 50 Cent comedy to come that he's going to, star in.
Yeah.
Be a buddy cop flick.
Yeah,
buddy gangsters.
He'll play his sidekick, 20 Cent.
25 Cent.
25 Cent.
He'll be quarter, but he'll spell it differently.
Yeah.
With a backwards U.
Oh, dear God. Don't give them ideas. Please don't give them ideas. Hollywood, you're not listening to this. I know you're not. Just please don't. And obviously, Angelina Jolie is going to do a better job than Halle Berry because she's, like you said, she's never going to recover from Catwoman. To think, you go from Oscar winner to Catwoman. What do you do with your career after that?
Make movies with Bruce Willis.
Yay! But yeah.
Which, that one wasn't that bad, actually.
All right.
Since we're talking about movies.
Yeah, I know. But no, Angelina Jolie did a good job too, I think. Although her wrists and her hands are way too small for guns.
Yeah, definitely. Did you think that she had like? To me, it seemed like she was almost barely in the movie at all. I don't know if it's because she didn't say anything through the most of the movie. Like, anytime she said something, it was important. But, half the time she's on screen, she's just standing there and looking pretty. It was almost kind of like, really? You wanted this role?
Isn't that usually her job?
No, but she's an Oscar winner. She's supposed to be able to act really good and bring gravity and, pathos to the role. And it's just kind of like, oh, you didn't say anything for the past 5 minutes. Oh, you're going to go stand in front of the cow now. Oh, okay. And shoot me. Oh, good line choice there, Angelina.
Well, I forget. Good. Was this before or after she got preggers?
I don't know. Before?
Okay.
I don't know.
Because who
knows with these things?
Yeah, maybe she found out she was preggers and then she couldn't be in it that much. But I thought she was in it like enough because the character of Fox, even though it's one of the main characters of the comic, isn't in it throughout. There's other moments without her. All the way throughout the comics, so it was okay for her to only be in a few scenes, I guess. But she was in pivotal scenes. She trains him, helps train him with Morgan Freeman, and they go on missions together, and it works well enough for me, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I thought Common was really good in the the 4 lines he had. He's one of those actors that is a rapper too, but he's actually one of a Will Smith type rapper who's respectable and raps about other things than pillaging shops and raping women. I don't know. It sounds he's not a pirate, but so you know what I'm talking about. It's not about all smoking weed and dancing and.
Oh, but I'm waiting for rappers to also be pirates. Maybe we've come to that time.
They might be more entertaining that way.
Yar yo, word up.
Yar yo. Well, I think you just created a new catchphrase for comic timing.
Yar yo. But so he's more of a Will Smith type rapper.
Yeah.
Okay. One that actually raps about things that don't involve hookers. There were twists in this that were at least, I guess, similar to the comic.
Yeah, like they had the father thing angle where his father's still alive and after his father's being dead and stuff like that. And they still took down the society just in a different way. And his father's intentions were different. Like in the book, his father sees him like getting beat on by a bully, and his son doesn't do anything. He goes and runs to his mom, and his dad's like, I don't want my son to be a pussy. So then he put him in the fraternity and raised him and trained him and all that so that he would be the one worthy enough to kill him, the master assassin. Whereas in the movie, he's in the fraternity, but he doesn't want his son to be an asshole. He wants him to have a better life, which basically means he wants him to be a loser, a pussy.
Yeah.
Now, so that's kind of different.
That's something that the comic book certainly does better than the movie. Okay, because when given a choice between being badass assassin and being nobody who lives in a cubicle, having to listen to a fat-ass bulimic all day long while your best friend fucks your girlfriend who's not even that attractive behind your back, and you don't even achieve at your job, you're basically sitting there being berated the entire time, or you can go out and kill people on a moving train. I'm going to go to kill people.
It did better with the father thing because, the comic book gave you a whole issue to deal with it and explain it. Mm-hmm. Whereas here it was just kind of like, that one's your dad and he wanted a better life for you. You weren't supposed to be in the fraternity.
But on the bright side, you do get these amazing...
And I'm Terrence Stamp. That was good Terrence Stamp.
You will kneel before Terrence Stamp.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Just anything he's in, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
He delivers the same thing in every movie. Yes, he does.
Okay. So
him and Malcolm McDowell, Star Trek Generations, heroes, same fucking character.
How is this like beating up Superman?
I don't know, but feels the same.
Feels the same.
It's like Terrence Stamp. This movie and in the shitty Electro movie, he was the same character.
Okay,
like what you're getting when you get Terrence Stamp. Well, it's not going to be anything different or new.
But he was kind of important to the plot here, though. I mean, he was the guy who told Wesley everything. I mean, about the double agents and about the fraternity being corrupt and about Sloan. And without him to be there, he was basically I guess he was the shaman character. The type of person that you sit down and he makes everything clear to you, and that works for him. I mean, sure, he does do that a lot. But, if you need a Terrence Stamp type guy, why don't you just get Terrence Stamp?
I guess. It just seems to me like every comic book guy is like, oh, Terrence Stamp, kneel before Zod, and all this other shit. It's just kind of like, now he doesn't do a whole lot. And when he does do stuff, it's not a whole lot of substance to me.
I forget. Did he voice Jor-El in Smallville? Okay.
Yeah, he's still doing that.
All right, cool. Just checking on that, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it worked well enough for me. I mean, the cast overall. I don't think there was a terrible performance at a bunch. And one of the things I wanted to mention, because I mean, you don't know this, but people who might have seen Night Watch and Day Watch would know this, but the main character of Day Watch and Night Watch, and that would of course be Anton Prochenko, is actually, well, wait, excuse me, not Anton Prochenko, just Anton, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anton Gordenetsky. There we go. Anton Gordenetsky, which is kind of hard because he's played multiple Antons in his life, multiple characters named Antons in multiple movies. So I'm looking at his IMDb here. They've only got the Russian name, and they got the English name underneath. I just see Anton, and I roll with it. I picked the wrong Anton. What can I say? But he played Anton Gordenetsky in Night Watch and Day Watch. Also played in this the Exterminator, which I guess was the first assassin in this. The guy that's killed at the beginning, I believe.
Hmm.
So it was cool to see him get a job in this. All right, well, the whole bullet time thing. I mean, with the special effects and stuff. I mean, you didn't feel like it was overdone or anything, do you?
To me, bullet effects, they're all the same pretty much now. Now it's just not a question of new or anything like that. It's more of, are they done well? And here I thought they were done well because it was different. You weren't seeing the whole fight in slow motion. You were following the bullet as it took its path, kind of like the Korn Freak on a Leash video. Mm-hmm. But instead of going, from the start point to the beginning, from the beginning to the end point, you were going backwards from the end to the beginning, so that you could have the reveal of who shot the bullet, every time that effect was used.
Yeah.
Which is only twice, which was a nice thing of symmetry in the movie.
Yeah. I mean, there were other bullet time moments in it, though, but none of them were, I guess, too similar to stuff that was done in the Matrix, even though it was the same effect. It's done differently with a different camera work, which made it work. I just said the word work like 500 times. But yeah, it made it work.
Okay, that was bullet time.
I mean, what was your favorite moment in the film?
Oh, the rats. Yes, the rats were my favorite. You been rats like peanut butter and terrible accent. Sorry, rats like peanut butter, and if you put a bomb on a rat and make them chase peanut butter, you have very big boom. That actually sounded like the guy from Quickie Mart. I'm sure.
I was gonna say, man, you started Russian and you end up as Apu Mahasapila Petalan.
I'm sorry, anybody. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Every foreign person sounds the same to Brent, so that's okay. Like Damian Smith sounds like a Russian guy to him, and let's see who else. Amy, a Little Witch, she sounds Russian also, and Apu sounds Russian too. So it's perfectly fine. It's actually a common cause of badness. Yeah. I was going somewhere and then I lost it. I'm starting to get tired too, so I'm just gonna roll with this. But Jesus. But yeah, no, the rats were cool. In fact, actually, I think my favorite scene in the entire thing, and actually, I'm going to pick an entirely different scene this time. How about that? My favorite scene is the keyboard scene.
Oh yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, where he's leaving his office after finally quitting, and as he's leaving, he passes his best friend who's having sex with his girlfriend. And
not at the moment, but he's like, "You're the man," and he's like, "Thwack."
Yes, and the keys and the blood spell out "fuck you."
And the guy's tooth was you.
Oh, and something I noticed in the last scene of the film, and we'll get to the main last scene of the film eventually, but one of the things I noticed is that there was a nameplate for J.G. Millar.
Yeah, but they put it up really prominently, though. It wasn't like something in the background. They were like, "Look at this! Look at this! J.G. Millar! J.G. Millar! Look! And then the movie ends and it's like, based on the comic book series by Mark Millar and J.G. Jones. And you're supposed to go, "Oh my goodness, that's who the nameplate was."
Wanted was a comic?
What?
I did not know that. Then they go and read Wanted and they're like, "What the hell was this?" Well, that's my main issue with it, actually, because it's so different. this isn't going to be the type of thing where you can point someone at a comic and say, if you want to know more about the story, read here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're so separate.
They are. They really are. Like you can watch the movie and then read the comic and not know what's going to happen. So that is kind of a unique experience for any of these comic movies, you know.
Right.
Like New Frontier, you can't say that you're going to watch a movie and then not know what happens in that book. You can say that with Superman Doomsday because there's no fucking resemblance at all.
What are you talking about? I saw Superman 3.
But here you got two distinct experiences. So I don't know if that's going to play out later, with DVD sales or the shelf life of this movie among comic fans. But I guess we'll find out.
Plus, you mentioned that there might be a Wanted 2, and I mean, how the hell do you even work that? I mean, everything's resolved at the end. And I mean, we'll get to the end now, I guess. But before I do mention that, I do want to say that I found out afterwards. In fact, I found out from the Wikipedia page. I don't even know if you knew this, but the characters from Wanted actually appeared in 2 issues of Savage Dragon.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they were in issues 127 and 128.
Why aren't those in the trade?
Dude, I don't know. I guess they came out afterwards. I don't know, but come on, man. 2 issues of Savage Dragon come out a year now. So, I mean, maybe that's it. I mean, maybe they were so freaking late because, Eric Larson and his whole Image thing. Now, apparently, it's going to come out more often now that he's no longer editor-in-chief of Image. But for a while there, Savage Dragon was coming out about it as regularly as a late Mark Miller book. But anyway, I do want to read those now. I want to see what's going on. But it sort of goes from the end of Wanted in those issues with the whole parallel universe thing. But that certainly can't be the case here because, there were no parallel universes in this thing with Wanted here in the movie thing that we watched with the stuff.
No.
Yeah.
I almost thought that there was going to be because they had that glass shot in the trailers so much where he's jumping through the glass, and that happens in the book in the parallel universe. So I thought, are we going to have parallel universe? No.
No, it's just a really cool shot of a guy jumping through glass.
Yeah.
Which was awesome, but just nothing in comparison to the other one. But I guess we should talk about the major twist.
Yeah. Fox kills everyone. Sloan is the bad guy. Mm-hmm. And the dad is still alive for a certain period of time.
Well, yeah. And, I mean, compare that to the comic where obviously there was the big twist. Hey, your father's dead. Oh, wait. No, he's not. He's right over there. Say hi. Hi. You're alive? Yeah. Why am I here? Because you were a pussy. Oh. End of Wanted! Yay! In the movie, it's more like, oh, hey, your father's dead. We want you to be a part of the fraternity. Okay. Hey, wait, you're falling off a train. That's bad. Grab my hand. Wait, why are you grabbing me? You were just trying to kill me. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm going to shoot you anyway. Ah! I'm your dad. Fuck! And that's the way it played out in here. And I mean, obviously you get the full, Sloan, being bad guy like you mentioned, and he's got to get rid of them, and Fox fulfilling her destiny because God forbid she go against the magical paper. The hell, man. Seriously. You gonna base your loom of fate on it enough where you're gonna kill yourself over it?
Instead of a cross thread, it was an up thread, so that means the 1, which changes this number to an F rather than a K. Could have been Cox. Dewey Cox.
Nikki Cox dies today at the age.
But instead, it was Fox.
Damn. But yeah, she believes in that loom of fate just enough to kill everybody in the room, including herself. And as I'm watching it, I'm thinking, wow, that's really badass. As I'm looking back on it now, the fuck is a loom of fate?
We already discussed this, I thought, and how lame it was.
I know. I keep going back to it because, I mean, this does play into the end here with that. And again, major spoilers for the film, but obviously you know that by being a part of this in the first place. But, that Sloan was manufacturing his own figures and was killing people for his own benefit. And all their names came up. Fox kills everybody, and then it's Sloane versus versus Wesley at the end. And, things are looking kind of bad, but, things are well enough where we get the end scene. And you want to play out the end scene since I did it the last time?
He's sitting in the office, coming up on Wesley's cubicle. Looks a lot like Wesley from behind. And Sloane walks up and is like, so you're looking up yourself again, Wesley? And then he turns around and he's like, I'm not Wesley, I'm just a decoy. Then Sloane looks down, he's standing on top of an X, and then bam, his head explodes.
And then, of course, we track back to Wesley. And again, this is very, very similar to the first shot of the movie with the same sort of thing because it plays out exactly the same. Because, you remember that there was, yet again, X marks the spot in that first scene.
Yeah. But what was cool about this one is that Wesley was doing things to all of the people who had annoyed him. Like, his boyfriend was coming down with his girlfriend, and he had an energy drink in his hand, and the bullet went through that. I think it harassed his boss a little bit while it was going to kill Sloane. It's just all these different things happened at the same time on that, that one street. It's just kind of interesting.
I forget, did the bullet go through the boss's window?
Yeah, I think so. Because he said it went through here and through there.
Right.
During the day.
Kind of reminded me of the old Nothing But Net commercials with Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird, where they're throwing the basketballs. It's like okay, off the best friend's energy drink, through the window, nothing but net.
I seem to recall those a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Aww.
No.
Well, that's when YouTube is your friend, sir. I'm sure other people out there probably remember it, and if they don't, look it up. Yeah, word. But that was a really, really fun last shot. And most importantly, what happens when you Google Wesley Gibson on Google?
I don't know. Ian, tell us.
You get a lot more than 0 results. I'm sorry, all right? Even in a movie universe, to say Wesley Gibson, I'm sorry, no results, it's a common name. There's a Wesley Gibson on Facebook. That would show up. I'm sure there's probably at least one on like LinkedIn or something like that. That would end up showing up. There are other people named Wesley Gibson in the world. So that was a bit unbelievable.
We didn't talk about the last gun battle, though, when he's running through the looms and all that other stuff. What'd you think of that? He was just like grabbing guns off people and using them for human shields and just shit like that. It was crazy. I loved it.
It reminded me a bit of like Gun Kata, from Equilibrium.
Mm-hmm.
And the same sort of action that was in that. And it was cool because, whenever he was out of bullets, there was another gun to go in his hand and start shooting shit. And it was a great way to fully utilize his abilities. Because, if he is supposed to be able to shoot absolutely anything, well, hey, what better way to do it than have an unlimited supply of guns from all the people you're killing?
Well, and then just the way it was constructed, like... it looked like a dance, basically. I'm sure it was, but he's running around, this happens, people aim at him, so he throws up the guns or uses a human shield or blows some dude's brains out. It was just fun to watch.
Yeah. And that last scene, obviously, the end of it, sort of comparable to what happened in the comic, but you like what happened in the comic better, right?
Yeah, I will.
Well,
always, forever.
You want to share that with the listening audience?
Oh, well, in the comic, he's like, the very last page is Wesley's looking up at you, and he's like, this is me fucking you in the ass. Just some snarky comment, and it really just comes out of nowhere. I know I ruined it for some people, but, when you read it far enough along from now, you won't remember the damn thing, so fuck it.
Yeah, come on. Well, it was just like in this, the last scene, when you're tracking back to the bullet, and there's Wesley staring at the audience, going, "What the fuck have you done lately?" And it works very, very well because I'm sitting there and I'm basically thinking, I just watched Wanted. It was fun. That's what I've done lately. I paid $11 for a movie. It's a bit expensive.
Yeah, a bit expensive.
But overall, it was decent. It was fun, and I enjoyed it. But one last thing I can ask you: the scenes on the train, sitting on the train. Did you have any problems with that?
I thought that once that you have all of the cars but one off the tracks into the ravine, then that last one should have been gone a lot quicker than it did.
Right.
No matter even if there's a car through it or not. That was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just took it to be a movie and just gonna hope to enjoy it from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of bloody ridiculous that he ended up in the exact same spot where Fox was when he's doing the jump on the train.
Yeah.
Over the bridge, but also I think another one of my favorite scenes that I brought up that I didn't get a chance to bring up yet, that is just in all of the trailers so far, is the one where the car is flipping, and as it's flipping, he's taking out his gun and he's shooting the guy through the freaking roof of the car and going, I'm sorry. I want a cut of the film where after he kills everybody, he goes, I'm sorry. So he's just apologizing to everybody all the way throughout, and he just kills random people for the hell of it and just goes, I'm sorry. Oh, you gave me too little change? Oh, I'm sorry. Bam. Over and over again. That would be fun. Good times.
Yeah, real good times.
Yeah, you could change the name of the film to I'm Sorry. And then in parentheses, you're dead.
Wanted apologies.
Apologies wanted. Beautiful. Beautiful.
See?
Mm-hmm. So, compare it to the other film that we've reviewed so far, which was the more enjoyable Fun Time Romp.
I definitely think Hulk was more than this one. If I had to pick, I'd definitely see Hulk before Wanted, but I'd see Wanted before Hancock any day, that's for sure.
Well, that again, there are films that air all the time on PBS Kids that are better than Hancock.
I say hand, you say cock. Hand.
Cock.
Hand.
Cock. Was that actually one of the songs that Will Smith did for the movie?
No, that's from the movie awards.
Oh.
They all three of them came out to promote it, and Jason Bateman's like trying to start a cheer.
Oh.
And
okay.
because they're like Will Smith, and he's like, we can do it with Hancock. And then the joke was, no, we can't do that on TV.
But however, you can smoke marijuana.
Yeah, but you can't see it.
They released a video later on the website.
Jeez.
Yeah. But no, it was fake. Trust us, it was fake. We swear to God. But doesn't it...
Do it at a friend's house.
Doesn't it just sound like one of Will Smith's raps, though?
Yeah.
When you say hand, I say cock. Hand, cock, yeah, cock,
Masturbation is so much fun. And cock.
Whoa! That's not where I was going. I would agree, though, that Hulk was the better movie. That I will definitely watch Hulk over and over again, while I can probably only watch Wanted like maybe one more time.
Mm-hmm. Just one?
Maybe 1.5. Maybe 2.
Okay.
Just for Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Okay.
Motherfucker.
Shoot this motherfucker.
It's like we got ourselves a new slogan on Comic Timing. Comic Timing! Shoot this motherfucker! So, what do you give it out of 5?
A 3 out of 5, like I told you. I just talked about Hancock, Told you.
All right, cool. 3 out of 5.
Respectable, but not gonna blow your socks off.
Okay.
Although I did forget to mention that I went to go see this the weekend it came out. Saw Sunday night with my friends after seeing Wall-E like on Friday, and me and 2 of my friends who don't read comics went and saw it, and took my girlfriend Mandy with us too, and she fucking loved this movie. She loved all the twists and turns. She just thought it was like the best thing ever, and she's seen Iron Man. And I was like, really? You liked it that much? So don't let our negative review because of the comic book and all this other stuff get you down. Just go watch it for yourself and see what you think.
Well, it's weird though. We were a lot less negative in the first review that we recorded. So I don't know whether or not
I think it's probably the leftover negativity from losing that, because that was great.
Probably.
And we didn't have to do it again, and I'd be asleep right now.
Yes, but no, I mean, okay, the movie was a good movie. Okay, if you take away the fact that it was a comic book adaptation, then it was a great movie. But because it was a comic book adaptation, and we're nerd geeks who follow comic books,
nitpick.
Yes, and love the nitpick, we're going to point that out. But it's still a damn good action movie with fantastic direction that was driven by the cast. The script wasn't always good, but the cast was, and I'm sure you'll agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cast was great.
Yeah.
Better than the script.
Definitely. So that's the way I'm going forward right here. So that I'll give it a solid 3.5 out of 4. Out of what I don't know, but it's 3.5 out of 5, I guess. What did I say out of 4? 3.5 out of 5. So there you go. That
Make up your mind.
sense. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5 caskets because there were dead people.
Cantaloupes.
Cantaloupes. Yeah, like Angelina Jolie's movies.
I was thinking of her buns, but,
Well, that'll do.
3 out of 5 Angelina Jolie buns.
Okay, cool.
That's in the movie, too.
Take that as you will. All right. So what are we doing next?
Brand New Day episode should be out around this time. If not, it will be. After that, we got a crossover coming up with Half Hour Wasted about comic book collecting, collecting versus reading and stuff like that. That'll be out soon, hopefully after this one comes out, if Ian gets his act together.
Hey.
And then also we're going to be on Half Hour Wasted. The one that I'm talking about right now previously was them on our show. We're trying to hook up something with them to be on their show. Mm-hmm. So we have to go to their feed, and when that comes out, we'll announce it on the forums and stuff like that. So you can check.
And we're going to be on.
And then we got a Raging Bullets thing coming up too, and a Batman movie retrospective hopefully coming out as the next episode after Half Hour Wasted.
Yeah, and by retrospective we mean we're going to go through them all. Hopefully not be that negative on some of the old stuff, but basically just comparing the franchises and how they've been doing so far, and whether or not we think that eventually the Christopher Nolan stuff is going to end up with bat nipples.
And we'll do that after we've seen the Dark Knight. So
yes,
that'll be our informal movie review for that one.
Yeah,
we're going all out. We're making that a regular episode.
Yeah. Well, come on, man! It's freaking Batman. It's got to be a regular episode.
Yeah, of course.
However, Hellboy 2.
Yeah, that will be the next special episode whenever Ian gets around to seeing that.
Hopefully this Thursday, unless something changes. And for that matter, we're going to be more regular with our episodes. I know that things have been a bit hectic of late, not really coming out every week, but I want to make sure that things come out at least once a week and that you guys get what you deserve, and that's hopefully good content here. And I would think that we've been doing good content. I mean, sure, a Brand New Day episode is going to be a bit interesting because I'm going to have to cut out all the parts that Brent was asleep, but most importantly, it's good, fun content for everybody out there. So
most importantly, Brent was asleep, and the blooper reel is going to be awesome.
Oh, dude, it's going to be sweet. It's great. And just like the blooper reel on the Half Hour Wasted episode, wait until you listen to that one. That's
God.
Perfect. Is Brent dead? Shit. The fuck, man? Pick up your phone, dude.
All right, so that's what's coming up on Comic Timing. As always, check us out over at www.speakgeekspeak.com/comic timing. You can email us at comictiming.gmail.com. Our forums are hosted over at thecomicforums.com, so go over there and give us a hey or a nay on the Wanted movie or any other movie review or comic topic you like.
Comic topic coming soon.
Be sure to write us an iTunes review. They're greatly appreciated and help bring the show notice. You can dig us over at dig.com and any other of those silly, redundant internet places where you can rate things.
Yes, and the iTunes reviews on iTunes, very, very appreciated.
We have a Facebook group,
yes,
Fans of Comic Timing. All you got to do is search for that, and you can join up.
And we're brought to you by HeroesCorner.com. Once again, the 1776 special for July. For every 1776 spent, you get a free comic. And if you buy 2 graphic novels and the latest monthly title from the same series, you'll get a free monthly out of the mix. So if you buy a free Batman along with your 2 other trade paperbacks, you're good to go. Your July promo code is Brooklyn. That's BROOKLYN. All first-time users of the Heroes Corner site will get an additional 5% off on their order if they use that code. And the Comic Timing special discounts of the month, make sure to put this in the notes section, Comic Timing special discounts. Avengers Initiative number 17 gets an additional 10% off. It's only $1.79. Blue Beetle number 71. Blue Beetle number 31. I hope it gets to issue 71. Blue Beetle number 31, $1.79. Also an extra 10% off. And Back to Brooklyn number 1. Hey, how you doing? That one's going to be 75 cents because you know what I'm talking about. I like the Brooklyn. There you go. Check it out.
And get those orders in quick because July is almost over. We've been late.
Well, we're midway through July. We still got
Okay,
2
well,
more
midway
weeks to
through July, but I mean, by the time it's come out, they'll be at the end of that week, right?
go. Yeah. Stop trying to.
So
sound
we
like you're
got
from
2
Brooklyn.
weeks left. All right, you got 2 weeks left, basically, by the time this comes out. So get those orders in, and you don't have to wait for us to see what the specials are that Heroes Corner is offering, and what we're picking for our picks that we're going to eventually do for whatever the hell we name that segment as. It's on the forums, so you don't have to wait for us. There's a place you can refer back to when you're ordering if you forget the codes. You don't have to search through a podcast. It's on the Comic Timing forums under We Have a Sponsor. It's a sticky thread right at the top. All you do is click there, scroll down to the bottom, and have the latest month there. All you got to do is check it out.
Right. And
So you don't have to wait on us to do it because we're behind on our episodes.
And to avoid confusion, I'll be crossing out all of the old ones. So you won't accidentally put in the wrong code and then be like, what's going on? I'm so confused. So don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, and I think that's all, right, Ian?
I believe that is Brent Casina.
And off to bed we are.
Indeed. So as always,
There's always
time for...
time for comics.
You did it again, you bastard. All right.
Oh, no. I don't know. Let's go. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night, London. And second time's a charm.
Better be.
Well, I mean, we're both still awake. We're both punchy and, witty and hopefully somewhat controversial. So things should be nice and good. All right. Counting it down. 5, 4,
2, 1.
1.
Sorry, microsleep.
Oh, microsleep. Terrific.
That's a new term for it. Did you know that?
Yeah, wow. I'm learning so much.
Where were we?
Oh, dear God.
Wait, we were talking about Common,
Yes. And I said, so he's more the Will Smith type?
and I said yes, didn't I?
You didn't actually say the yes.
I said that in the beginning of my comment.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
I stole that out from under you,
yeah.
like you did me, you sniveling bastard.
It's what I do. All right. Anyway, so that was stated. You'll get it in editing right. Let's move on.
It did better go. Did better go.
It did better go. I agree entirely. Yeah, you're falling asleep.
Yeah. I don't know where to go. It seems like we've already done it, and anytime you say anything, it's just kind of like I've said this before.
Dude, I know, man, but we're only 35 minutes in.
I know, but don't care.
Oh, fuck shit. Alright, well, you know what? You want to pick it up tomorrow or something? Well, wait, not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Shit, yeah.
Let's try and keep going a little bit more. What do you want to talk about other than that? Well, let's bring up some stuff and we can go on it.
Well-
Just going off the fly now, that's not going to work for me.
Okay, alright. Did you know that rats are actually drawn to peanut butter and beer more than cheese?
No, I did not know that.
Beer, too. That's great. I honestly did not know that. And I would've-
Well, don't pour beer in your walls and they won't come.
I was trying to scent things so everything would feel nice and pretty in my house, but I guess I'm just going to have to stop pouring beer on the walls.
And if you drink your beer rather than spill it, you won't have that problem either.
Well, I'm drunk, I can't do it. You're pretty.
And like I say, don't try it at home. Do it at a friend's house.
There you go.
Pour beer down their walls.
Well, actually, in the subways here in New York, that's what they bait the rat traps with, peanut butter and beer. Yeah. I did not know this, but now I do. And, I feel more scholarly for knowing how to trap rats.
And knowing is half the battle.
Gee, I want it. Well, so what, 3 out of 5? What do you give it? You're sleeping.
Sorry. Speaking of phone.
Oh my god, I'm psychic.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Hold on. Hey, I'll call you back in a minute. You're lucky I'm awake. So is Ian.
Damn right.